I have spent years building out my home gym with serious equipment from all of the usual places, Bells of Steel, Rep, Titan, you name it. But if you look around, you might notice a few things that are a bit unique, like this Dwight Schrute flag behind me, or these Ninja Turtle rack magnets, or these knurled honey I blew up the kids nuts. I didn't think of that one before I said it. And this started with me taking to the internet to randomly find some nostalgic gym decor. Next thing you know, I'm 5 pages deep on Etsy. You know Etsy. It's the place where your aunt sells her questionable pottery, or you can get a piece of driftwood that says the word blessed written on it. What started as a simple search for gym decor led me to discovering that Etsy is this weird parallel universe for home gym equipment. Apparently there is this whole world of fitness equipment on there, ranging from holy crap, this is genius, to this is the dumbest thing in the world. And since I've already gone down this rabbit hole, I'm gonna take you with me. And fair warning, there are some items at the end of this video that are absolutely gonna make you question your sanity. We're gonna dive into 3 categories. The first one is decor that doesn't suck. And frankly, a lot of stuff I have is from Etsy, like this Dwight Schrute flag behind me. I was really torn between that and a Globo Gym flag, but I went with Dwight because I love The Office. If you wanna go the serious route, there are also flags that you can hang to let people know that you hate fun. I found these Ninja Turtle popsicle magnets and I love them so much. They stick right onto my rack and they make me happy. Do they serve a purpose? No. Do they get in the way sometimes? Yes. Do I regret buying them? Absolutely not, because they're awesome. And since I am stuck in the 90s, I do also have a Blockbuster and KB Toys sign. And if you don't know what either of those are, you are so young. There's a ton of metal and neon signs that you can find on Etsy too. You could brand your home gym with your last name if you want to. If I were getting a neon sign, I would either get the Anti-Social Lifting Club or the Don't Fart, Don't Fart, Don't Fart sign, because objectively, that's just hilarious. But ultimately, if you feel like your gym is lacking biceps and bulges, you can search for Arnold, and there is no shortage of Arnold photos or flags that you can put up in your gym. And now that I said that out loud, biceps and bulges is actually a fantastic neon sign that you should probably get for your home gym. Category 2, this is the wait, this is actually genius category. When you build your home gym, there are a lot of really specific problems you end up having. And somehow, if you take to Etsy, it seems like there's something to solve all of those problems. For example, I have an extra barbell and I don't have anywhere to store it. I have a really compact space here. I don't have any wall storage. I can't store it vertically. I didn't know what to do. And then I found this 3D printed compact, they're called frog cups. It's just a really simple 3D printed storage solution. It's on the back side of my rack. There was bolts in my rack already. These fit right into the bolts and allow me to hang my barbell completely in line with the pull-up bar. And it's the perfect solution for my small space here. Didn't know it was an option, but I found it. And then I also got these nuts that I was talking about. These are 3D printed too, but they're strong plastic. They're knurled, or as knurled as plastic can be. And they just make it so when you have any kind of rack attachments that require bolts, that it's an easy way to do a quick change and you could remove them much easier than having to deal with tools. Pretty cool thing that, again, didn't know it existed. There's solutions for storing your barbell on top of your rack or hanging it from your rack. Another common problem that people have is buying 5/8 of an inch attachments for 1-inch holes on their rack. You can buy adapters for that on Etsy. And because there are actual home gym users selling stuff, there's really cool adaptations to machines, like somebody made a Bells of Steel cable tower fly attachment. So you could use a single tower and turn it into a dual fly machine. That same person also, for the Bells of Steel cable tower, has a knee pad. So if you're doing pull downs, you can hold yourself in place. Something that I cannot believe Bells of Steel still doesn't have. And then as I continued down this rabbit hole, I found a few things that make life a lot easier that I had no idea existed that I think are so cool. The first one being the deadlift power rack pins. If you deadlift inside of your rack, there are these pins that you put in the holes at the bottom of the rack that allow you to hold your bar in place while you're setting up for your deadlift. I think that is so cool. And then something super simple that I think is cool because I like analog. There's this set and rep tracker. It's just a little dial that you can set what set and rep you're on. I don't know about you, but when I'm working out, I have it in my head that I'm not gonna forget. I'm counting, I'm on set 1, set 2, set 3. I always forget. I don't like to use my phone while I'm lifting, so I will sometimes just use chalk and mark the floor because it's my home gym and I can do that. But given your situation, maybe you can't do that. This is a really simple handheld thing and it's 10 bucks. That's awesome. And then lastly, one of the coolest things I've seen that I've never seen before, there are these PR trackers. They're these little tiny mini barbells, actually knurled. You just load the bar up with your PR. So rather than it being just a number, you have a mini bar with the exact weights that you lifted. And I don't know about you, but seeing that would make me want to add weight way more than just seeing a number. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I don't own one yet, but I am definitely going to soon. All right, last category, the why does this exist category. I told you this Etsy fitness rabbit hole got really weird. Here's where it gets really weird. First up, this is not for home gyms, but it's one of the weirdest things I've ever come across. They have these 1/6 scale working machines. Now look, I know it's for dollhouses, not for a home gym. I know there are people that do dollhouses, furnish dollhouses. I don't know, but there are these working pec deck machines, lat pull downs, like these things function. Oh, Winter Soldier's getting his pump on here. To be honest, his glutes look pretty good. And then continuing to get weirder and crazier, you have just the general weird decor that I don't know why it exists, but it does. I'd say in general, home gym owners are nerds. We like our toys. I've got my Funko Pops over there in the corner. It's fun to just deck out our gyms with whatever we want. There's some weird stuff out there. If you want a motivating statue, meme fans will not be disappointed. I found a ravioli figurine / statue, really cute, also has butt cheeks. And then for some reason, there is just this huge collection of Nicolas Cage stuff on Etsy. Like if you just pull words out of a hat, like Nicolas Cage and pickle. Oh, look, Picolas Cage. Nicolas Cage and Buddha. Sure, a Nicolas Cage Buddha statue. Why not? There is a Nicolas Cage lobster. There is a Nicolas Cage duck. I like Nick Cage, big National Treasure fan. Don't know that I'm gonna be buying this stuff to put on display, but to each their own. And now this is what I saved for last because this is the part that makes me question my sanity, that these items exist. And this is the luxury corner of home gym Etsy because apparently that exists. First, there are these luxury dumbbells. It's a set of 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pounds. That is 40 pounds of weight. Stupid looking weights. Do you want to guess how much you would pay per pound for these luxury weights? Maybe $5 per pound? $10 per pound? You are a cheapskate. How about $50 per pound? 50. This set of 40 pounds costs $2,000. Just let that set in. If those don't do it for you and you want dumbbells that actually look like dumbbells, you can get these 4 kilogram dumbbells, which is less than 10 pounds, stainless steel and wood. Beautiful. Apparently, the market has dictated that $50 per pound for luxury dumbbells is what it's worth because these are $430. Why? Oh wait, what's that? You want your dumbbells to be rounder? I got you. This one's a steal because these iron, wood, leather, brass dumbbells give you 40 total pounds. Solid, and only $425. Given everything I know about the luxury dumbbell market, this is the deal of the century. Okay, and one more because these are just insane. We've got here an aesthetic dumbbell set. I gotta be honest, I'm always really embarrassed when I'm using regular dumbbells. I don't want anyone to see me like that. If I can get aesthetically pleasing dumbbells, yeah, that's what I need. I would happily spend, I don't know, $200 for 2 1 kilogram dumbbells. What? Oh, it's my lucky day. But it's not just dumbbells. Apparently kettlebells have also gotten the luxury treatment on Etsy because nothing says fitness like a beautiful leather purse. This is $800. A high quality kettlebell from Rogue for the same exact amount of weight is about $80. But, you know, it's not leather, so there you go. And look, I get it. Some of us can't afford luxury fitness items. So for those of us that can't spend $800 on a leather fitness purse, there is also a small subset of this little Etsy rabbit hole for knockoff equipment. You've heard of the shake weight, right? Everyone's heard of the shake weight, but have you heard of the handy shake? Build your entire upper body in just minutes every day. Jesus, that's real. So there you have it, from nostalgic 90s decor that feeds my arrested development to whatever the hell the handy shake is supposed to be. Etsy is a weird place, man. If you're building or upgrading your home gym, maybe Etsy could help. Just avoid the luxury dumbbells that are burning a $2,000 hole in your pocket. And if you do have $2,000 burning a hole in your pocket, you should seek help or just Venmo me. I'm open to either. If you've found some home gym treasures, whether they be bizarre or actually helpful in some really unusual places, let me know in the comments. I'm always open to discovering new innovations that I will buy and then immediately regret. And as always, thank you for watching and hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.